I've on this bike for 2 days. I think fixed gears are pretty silly. Not really into the whole trend.
I got it in Oxford, Mississippi, where there's a lot more hills.
Okay.
And you need gears for those.
It's my first BMX bike.
Okay.
So
Do you do tricks with it? Or
I can't, because if I do, I'm going to hurt myself, and I'm not. I got scars on my body, matter of fact. They need to learn how to drive. It's not that hard. There's medians. I mean, really, just go and get over and turn. Trying to hit people on bikes, no.
I think if you do take a major road, since we don't really have places to ride, that could be a problem.
It's bad enough when I see people not riding around in helmets, but when people, just hearing that they get hit by cars or people not paying attention, whatever, but just how little people pay attention, being on phones, and brings their sense of what's going on around them down even more.
Yeah, there's always occasional one guy, someone just sit right on your bumper and then or yell at you when they go by, but I've never been like forced off the road or anything that physically harmed me. So.
Yeah, in Fort Jackson, a guy in a military uniform and a little Suburban got right behind me earlier today and blew his horn right at me for no reason. I was all the way on the side of the road, and he just blew his horn and drove right by when he had plenty of space, and there was nobody coming the other way.
The reason that I'm not riding currently is because my bike is completely torn up on the front, seeing as I was involved in a bike crash last Thursday. Basically, this is what got me interested, reading up on these bike laws, trying to figure out what the deal was, and realizing, hey, I didn't know the bike laws because, well, according to South Carolina, if you have a usable path on a bike, then a biker shall use that path. Like, so if you have the sidewalk, it's okay in South Carolina to use that sidewalk. But if you look in Columbia's laws, they're like, well, that's applicable except for, Assembly Street on the west, Gervais, Maine. I mean, it's just a complete lack of awareness for it. And even on, South Carolina's, bike-friendly website, they don't mention it at all.
Bike lanes in Columbia would be extremely helpful just to reduce, like I said, traffic hostility, possible accidents.
A car did more than a rolling stop and crushed my front rim and sent me tumbling off the road. This was a black SUV and sped off without even checking to see if I was all right.
I mean, I've had people yell just about everything. I've had cars cut me off. I don't know if they saw me or not, but I've had to stop to save my life several times. I feel like they should be more worried about me.
On a regular basis, you'll hear people yell at you out of a car, like get off the road or things like that, but it's never, the hostility from drivers is never, I haven't experienced it over the top yet.
I get more sexual harassment on my bike than anything else. Sometimes I'll have people honk at me and stuff, and sometimes I get hey, sexy legs on my way to school. I don't like that. I don't mind drivers who speed past me. I prefer it than someone driving really slow behind me. I've almost been hit twice this semester since I started biking to school too, but I haven't had any car collisions yet.
You're doing something that's healthy for you and that's environmentally conscious.
And it's not bothering them.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you're just pursuing your own means, and they just take it as a major offense and something they gotta call you out on. What's the problem? Well, I don't even understand the problem is the problem,